After the healing, I stood up. I felt there's something different. I felt this strength so light, so fluid in my lower back, my legs. I didn't felt like this in years. 14 years ago, I was in ninth grade. Up till then, I was all up running, participating in sports activities, dancing competitions, all. All of a sudden, my mother noticed my running speed is slowing down. I'm unknowingly taking support of side railings while walking upstairs. We got to the doctor. They did all the tests. They didn't figure it out what it is. Then we ended up to a neurologist. So he kind of figured it out, but he just checked me, and then I was sent out of the room. So I was not aware, like, what was the diagnosis. Growing up, I secretly sneaked up in my mother's cupboard and brought out my file and looked up for, like, what actually I am having. So it was written as Becker's muscular dystrophy. So I didn't know what it is. My curious mind, I was growing up, so I looked up the internet. It was so scary. First line is, there is no cure for muscular dystrophy. And it gets worse as you age. And then I read, by the time I'll be 25, I'll be on wheelchair. This just shattered me. After that, I didn't search for muscular dystrophy ever on internet. I just shut that off. I kept on enjoying my life, kept it normal as I could be, but the conditions, like, it worsened as my age progressed. I went to the university, I did my software engineering as normal as I could, but my physical condition was deteriorating, and there was depressing moments. All young children, friends, they were like doing all the activities. I couldn't. So my walking upstairs stopped completely. I was not able to walk upstairs. I could not walk in crowd. While I was traveling in public transport, metros, buses, I used to fall down in public. There need to be like 2 to 3 people to lift me up back. I started losing my balance. I started requiring a support while walking. It just was getting worse day by day. During university, like, I got to interact with one enlightened soul. She directed me to meditation. So it was like 10 years ago from now. She said, there are all possibilities with meditation. Just start doing meditation, you will be okay. At that time, I was just like 18 years of age. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So I start with just 5 minutes per day. I didn't know what to do, what it felt. I just sat for 5 minutes a day. Since 10 years, there's never been a day I've missed meditation. Yeah. So it started with 5 minutes. After a few years, I made it to 1 hour. I started working for a company. I made it a habit. I have to do my practices, whatever it may be. So my doctor recommended me physiotherapy as the treatment. So I did my physiotherapy exercises daily. I did my meditation daily. While I was working, I used to get up at 4 a.m. daily, just in order to complete all my practices before going to office, because I wanted to show up as normal as I could. I don't want to be like victim, disabled, or be labeled as a diseased person. And most of them never felt it like I have this problem, because I never carried it with me. Just when I was walking or I need to climb upstairs, then they notice, oh, you are having this problem. Okay. I tried to visit a second doctor just to get like what he should recommend. So he said, after watching my condition and all, you don't seem to have Becker's muscular dystrophy because by this age, it should have been much more deteriorated. It seems much like limb girdle muscular dystrophy. But he said, just to confirm, we should get muscle biopsy. So I asked, will it help in the treatment? He said, no, there's no treatment, just we'll get a more correct label for it. So I decided against it. So why should I get something stamped on me if there's no treatment? I visited a third doctor just to get a different opinion. She's having around 38 years of experience, a very good top doctor. She inquired about all my mother's genetic ancestral history, my father's genetic ancestral history, like from where it came, because according to her, it is a genetic condition. So there's no genetic history in my entire family, from my mother's side or from father's side. So she didn't figure it out, but she said, sometimes it can happen without genetic also. So I tried to be in healthy state as I could be, but it was not at all easy. It felt very depressing. I have had many dark nights. I cried in private while sleeping, while watching all my friends doing all these activities, enjoying life. So there had been like long duration, like months I'm like in depression, sad. But this meditation helped me calm a lot. In 2018, I got to see Dr. Joe's videos on YouTube. Yes. So it just struck my mind, whatever I have been doing like for a few years, so there's proper science behind it. So it just motivated me so much. I increased my meditation. I read Becoming Supernatural twice or thrice. I watched testimonials again and again and again. I watched his interviews. Like, I was into it. I started to feel a little better, but at some point, it was stagnant, and it was not feeling more better. And again, it was reversing. I felt more weak. So it was like on, off, many times, many times. But I never left my practice. I never left my meditation. I made it a point. I have to do it every single day. I have had so many doubts. Even after watching so many testimonials, I had this doubt. There had like not been a single testimonial for Becker's muscular dystrophy. So can it be cured? Can it be healed? So I had had this doubt. Before coming here, I have watched intensive and progressive 2 times complete, and few of the videos even 4 to 5 times, few of the lectures. And like from the day I have registered for the event, I'm doing meditation 3 to 4 hours a day, a minimum, maybe like 5 to 6 hours a day on average from past 1.5 months. So here I am. When I came, I knew I will be healed. I have this strong belief. So while leaving my home, like all the stuff I have used, all my comfort chairs, cushions, like I was saying to them, I'll be no longer needing you when I return back. So I had this strong belief. During my exercise and physiotherapy every day, I'm regularly watching videos of Usain Bolt running, and I just visualized and felt myself as if I am running. And with that, I felt this power that I am running. I could feel the change in my muscle strength when I always visualize this. Before first walking meditation, I was always walking around holding the hand of one of a volunteer. And also, my brother was carrying the wheelchair along if in case I need, if I feel tired. On first walking meditation, in between, I left the hand of my volunteer. I looked straight in the sky, and I walked all alone without holding his hand, and in so much of crowd. So till now, I was afraid, like, while I'm in the crowd, I may get pushed or touched, and then I may fail. So that's why I was always holding a hand of some person to maintain my balance. But I just left his hand in between, and I walked all along. Second walking meditation, before second walking meditation, before sleeping for the day, I slept watching Usain Bolt running videos. And next day, when I woke up, first thing I watched the running video. Till walking meditation, I was all in this zone only, watching running videos and visualizing myself walking and running as he is. So during walking meditation, I started with walk. In the middle, I thought, I have to run now. I have to run. So I just took support of the volunteer and my brother. I just put my arms on their shoulders, and then I tried running. My legs were moving so fast, I could not imagine that. I just have laid down the fear of falling. I always had this fear that if I try walking, I'll fall down. But I know I have the support, I have the power. I just need to run, whatever it may be. So I tried it. Yesterday, we had the first healing session. Before healing, I just surrendered. While I was lying down, I just felt in my heart as if I'm here to inspire others. I just need to help others so that they can feel fulfilled in their lives. I'm just for this. And I felt so much of love in my heart, and I just surrendered. Then the healing happened. In the healing, I was just shaking. My hand was so vibrating, this strong. I could not control it, and neither I was doing it deliberately. Just, I felt this so strong energy. After the healing, I felt there's something different. I felt this strength, so light, so fluid in my lower back, my legs. I didn't feel like this in years. I feel so light, particularly my lower back. I have never felt this flexibility, this stability, like in years. I could not do this. I need someone to hold for balance. My balance is next level. Like, see, I could stand on one leg now. See. I could not stand like this. It took me so much of effort to put my hands like this on my back. But even while walking also, I could see a change in my walk. It was so smooth. I was like, oh. For years, where were you? This strength. It felt so good, so light. I can't describe it in words. What it felt like. There was so freedom. I walked down the slope all my own, without holding it. So I walked down the ramp without holding hand and with so much speed. I can't imagine that I did that. So while I was entering my hotel, before entering in, I thought I should try running. So I just told my brother, hold on, let's run. So I took, again, like in the morning walking meditation, I took support of the two guys. And this time it was even way better than morning walking meditation. My steps were so fast. Previously, I could not think, like, even if I thought of moving it so fast, I could not because I didn't feel the strength and flexibility. But in that evening yesterday, it was so fast, my legs were moving so fluent, so smoothly. And now I'm all walking all throughout the day without holding hands, so relaxed, so comfortably. Everything, even muscular dystrophy can be healed. Everything can be healed. Now I don't have a single speck of doubt. Thank you so much.